This is Salatu Muturi, Mwamba RFC captain, and I'm watching 3 Quarters podcast. Cheers.
Episode 15, part 1 of the 3 Quarters podcast. Today being 12th March 2017, we are shooting from the home of rugby, the RFUEA grounds on Gong Road. Many people know it as Kenya Harlequins, but indeed it's the home of rugby. This is where we play our test matches nowadays, as we have test matches. The 3 Quarters podcast has always been about supporting the game of 15s and giving the game of 15s, of rugby 15s, the support that it deserves and the attention that it deserves. Our Kenya Simbas are about to embark on a challenge to earn us a spot at the Rugby World Cup in Japan in 2019. They begin their quest in June, right up to August. And as a result of that, the 3 Quarters podcast has the hashtag Road to Japan. Therefore, we urge you guys to jump on the hashtag, support our boys. You know some of these boys. Give them the support that they deserve, because they indeed are the superstars of rugby in Kenya as we speak. This is Ngashi, official noisemaker.
Jeringus, Kenyana.
And we're going to our feature game of the week. Yesterday, being 11th March 2017, match day 14, which was Mwamba RFC versus Nondescripts, Mwamba popularly known as Kulabu. Ngusale, what are your thoughts about that game?
That game was fire.
Yeah.
But only one team was receiving the fire. The game ended at that was a 33-0.
Yes.
Yeah. They were really well given a beating.
Yes.
To remember.
Yes.
And my thoughts of the game, especially, let's say, the scrum.
Yes.
That's one place I think Nondis really went wrong about it.
Yeah.
Because that was their strength.
Yes.
They were really stronger than the Kulabu guys, Mwamba guys.
Yes.
You could see they were shoving them nicely, but when it got to the final third, if I may call it that,
yes,
inside the 22,
yes,
they really crumbled under the pressure, I presume.
Yeah. And, there's a joke going around that Coke Zero is now the new sponsor of Nondis. The red due to the zero scoreline. But in all honesty, I think Mwamba capitalized on Nondi's mistakes. Yeah, it's not that Mwamba were exceptional on the day, but again, to come out to emerge victorious, you don't need to be on song every time. You just need to capitalize on the mistakes.
Small mistakes. Realize your strengths as well,
yes,
and build up on that, and utilize your strengths.
Yes.
Because look at the back line.
Yes.
Wow, those guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
And you could see the loose balls kept on joining.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Kept on joining, and they ran the ball quite well.
And also Nondis made a couple of mistakes. There are so many times they got to the try line, they dropped the ball just before the try line. They were not executing their plays well. The number of dropped balls, their handles were quite poor.
I think they had the basics really, or the basics were off.
Exactly, the basics were off.
And I think it also started with the team selection.
Yes.
Yeah, you could see like the captain was at the bench.
Yes.
And that's one guy who feel that can really change a game.
Yes.
He can really conduct and be the guy who's even dictating how the game will go.
Yes.
But yet he was on the bench. They missed, I'd like to say they missed Marshall.
Yes.
At center. Yes. Because if you could tell that the defense especially, because most of the times left alone.
Yes.
But his defense was quite good.
Yes.
I must point that out.
Yes.
His defense was excellent. I don't think if he missed tackles, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But the guy was really on point yesterday.
And
there's a lot of support.
It's good you say that thing about team selection, because at the onset of the Kenya Cup season, I remember I said, having watched Sine for about now 6 years, Sine is someone on a good day who can really dictate pace at number 10. Phil Densine, that is, he can dictate pace at number 10. And I had started seeing when Nondis were on the up and up, they had Phil Densine at number 10, Rico at 13 or 12, and Benji Marshall or Dennis Ombachi coming in at center. You could see those.
I hear guys calling out for him.
Yeah, yesterday but then you could feel that a bit of that was lacking. But anyway, the result 33-0 to Mwamba, and Mwamba taking it for the day, and in all honesty, looking like legitimate playoff contenders.
Yes, they're chasing that thing.
Yes.
Swara.
They're looking like legitimate playoff contenders. Yep. Take us through the results of the other games yesterday.
The other games, we had Impala hosting KCB, beat them 27-24. Cabras were hosting the Harlequins. They lost 1913.
Can you specify it's Cabras who lost, not Queens?
Yeah. The Queens, Harlequins won at Cabras,
Yes.
1913. Mwamba won against Nondis, 33-0. Strathmore lost to Main Machine, 5-26.
Yes.
Black Blood lost to Nakuru, 11-29.
Yes.
And Homeboys won against Western Bulls, 36-26.
A couple of things I want us to mention from the results. Number one, Machine.
Ooh.
They're playing some good rugby, and
Up,
I
up.
Yeah.
All moving up.
The enthusiasm behind the Machine guys, you have to give them credit. Number two, it is wise to mention that Homeboys are now top of the league.
Yep.
By them beating Western Bulls yesterday, they're now top of the league.
And with KCB losing against
And
Impala.
KCB losing against Impala, and Queens number 2,
Yep.
and Impala number 3. Cabras wrap up the playoff positions. I also want to give a hat out to Impala, beating KCB.
That was not an easy feat.
That was
not an easy feat.
Exactly, not an easy feat. Lionheart Rugby. That's funny, man. Impala beating Lion. But
when did the Swara start hitting the line?
But anyway, that's those are results for the Kenya Cup games that happened yesterday, 11th March 2017. To take you through match day 16 and the games that will be happening next week, we have a cracker that's going to be happening at Kenya Harlequins, Sport Pesa Queens versus KCB. We have Top Fry Nakuru versus Menengai Cream Homeboys. This is going to be done in the Suguta Valley in Nakuru. We have the Strathmore Leos coming up against Mwamba, that's at Madaraka. We have the Western Bulls taking on Black Blood, that's going to be in Western. We have Nondis versus Mean Machine, that's going to be on Nondescripts. And I'm quite excited about our feature game next week, which is going to be Cabras RFC versus Impala. We are going to be in Western Kenya.
Westie.
Not Western Union. Westie. We are coming, Cabras, we are coming to Kakamega next week. That's going to be our feature game of the week. But for those who are not going to be joining us as we take that drive to Kakamega, there are lots of games that are happening here, lots of very good games that are happening here. Therefore, make a point of identifying with the Kenya Cup team and coming to watch Kenya Cup.
Local Kenya rugby.
Exactly, some local Kenya rugby. This is Nash, your official noisemaker.
Jeringus, Kenyana.
Stay tuned for part 2.